Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. 5 barangays in Valenzuela City have been inundated due to the heavy rains. And these are barangays Arcong Bato, Malanday, Rincon, Pasolo, and Dalandanan. With this, over 1,000 people are still in several evacuation centers in the city of Valenzuela. Mayor Wes Gatchalian said the high tide contributed to the flooding in the city.
Ito naman po ay mga tubig na nanggagaling minsan sa Bulacan, no? Santa Maria, Marilao. Talagang catch basin ang certain areas in Valenzuela. Bumababaho dito. Plus pag nag-high tide at nakasabay pa ng mga tubig na iilang araw, naiipon eh.
It's not just Valenzuela. Several areas in the country are now under a state of calamity due to the combined effects of Typhoon Egay and the Habagat. Take a look at your screens now for the complete list. These include the provinces of Abra, Ilocos Norte and Ilocos Sur, Mountain Province and Cagayan up north, and Bulacan, Bataan and Cavite in central Luzon. Also under a state of calamity are the towns of Macabebe, San Simon, San Luis and Santo Tomas in Pampanga, and Dagupan City in Pangasinan. Under a state of calamity, local governments can make use of calamity and supplemental funds to bankroll quicker recovery for their areas. A price freeze is also in effect in devastated areas for 1 month or until the state of calamity is lifted, while residents can avail of loans without interest. On a lighter note, a couple did not let anything or anyone rain on their parade, literally. Dayan Victoriano Padilla and Paulo J.V. Padilla got married on Sunday, wading through a flooded Barasoain church in Bulacan. Videos and photos from the ceremony show the church's interior in ankle-deep floodwaters. Bulacan has been placed under a state of calamity this afternoon following widespread flooding that affected at least 17 of the province's municipalities and cities. We have more stories coming your way after this quick break. Stay with us here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Some towns in Bataan are still submerged in floodwaters due to the non-stop rains over the weekend. Let's get the situation from on the ground. We have Jenny Dongon reporting to us over the phone. Hi, Jenny. What's the latest from your end?
Sean, the province of Bataan is now under a state of calamity due to the massive flooding caused by Super Typhoon Egay and Abagat rains over the past days. In the town of Hermosa, 8 out of 23 barangays are still flooded, some of which are knee-deep. The local government said that the flood has slightly subsided compared to previous days with the water reaching more than 5 feet. According to the Hermosa MDRRMO, the town is a catch basin of water coming from Pampanga and Bataan. This is also the reason why floods take days to subside. Around 800 families were affected, but most of them have already been allowed to go home. Right now, Sean, the province continues to experience light rains, so the local government in Bataan are still on heightened alert. Sean.
Right, thank you so much for that update. That was Jenny Dongon over the line from Bataan. In other news, motorists will be waking up to a big-time oil price increase tomorrow, Tuesday, August 1. Prices of diesel will see an increase of a steep 3 pesos and 50 centavos per liter. On the other hand, gasoline will be more expensive by 2 pesos and 10 centavos a liter. Meanwhile, kerosene prices will also be going up by 3 pesos and 25 centavos a liter. This is the third straight week that fuel prices saw a hike, virtually canceling out oil price rollbacks since the start of the year. The movement in global prices is being blamed for the upward trend in the cost of oil products. Moving on now to the Philippine Coast Guard, having tightened its watch over ports in Binangonan, Rizal, following the maritime incident there that left at least 27 people dead. Over at the Pretil Fish Port, all passengers are now required to wear life vests, while local and Coast Guard officers are monitoring the passenger load per motorboat. Pretil was where the victims of the ill-fated MV Aya Express boarded before their boat sank near Talim Island. At the time of the accident, the Aya Express was carrying at least 70 passengers, way beyond its capacity of 42 passengers. The PCG says that cases could be filed against the captain and crew members of the motorboat.
Of course, hindi natin tinatanggal kung may mga contributory factors like overloading o yung tinatawag na ng excess passengers. Addition din po siguro yung hindi naglagay ng life jacket. At yung decision making din siguro ng kapitan, kasama po yun sa titignan natin.
Rizal Provincial Governor Nina Inares also visited the victims and their families on Saturday. Inares called on the Public Works Department to help build bridges that would connect the 17 island barangays in the area.
That is something that we have been working on. Tulong-tulong ang tayo dyan. Ngunit ngayon, nakikiusap kami na sana naman ay tulungan naman kami sa pagtatayo ng mga tulay na ito para kapag umuulan ay or may gantong sitwasyon, hindi naman sila detached sa atin.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. The Health Department is warning against the prevalence of waterborne diseases like leptospirosis and dengue amid the rainy season. The DOH recorded 182 new cases of leptospirosis from June 18 to July 1 and close to 9,500 dengue cases over the last 4 weeks. The DOH is reminding everyone to wear boots when wading through flooded areas and to avoid drinking contaminated water. The Philippine Coast Guard has retrieved the boat used by its 4 missing rescuers off Cagayan. Authorities said the aluminum boat was sighted between the waters of Calayan and Fuga Islands on Sunday. However, the PCG personnel are still nowhere to be found. The MTRCB has issued a notice to the producers of ABS-CBN's noontime program Showtime to appear and testify before the board. The notice stems from complaints over a scene that involves celebrity couple and Showtime mainstays Vice Ganda and Ayon Perez. In the segment Isip Bata of the show's July 25 episode, both were seen licking cake frosting from each other's fingers, eliciting mixed reactions from viewers and netizens. And here's some more entertainment news. American rap star Cardi B threw a microphone at a concert goer who hurled a drink at her mid-performance. The incident happened during a concert in Las Vegas over the weekend. Members of Cardi B's security team were seen jumping on the concert goer who cussed Cardi B out. There were mixed reactions on social media about the incident. There is one group of netizens praising Cardi B's response, saying that it's high time performers rebuke aggressive attacks. There's also one other group calling out the rap singer for being caught lip-syncing. They noted that Cardi B's song continued playing even after she already threw the microphone at the crazed fan. And in sports, the Filipinas crashed out of the FIFA Women's World Cup contention after losing to world number 12, Norway. Here's the story.
Hundreds of Pinoys gathered for a viewing party of the Philippines' game against Norway at the FIFA Women's World Cup. The Pinoys went all out on their support for the national team, every chance they get a goal against a powerhouse squad. The Pinoys entered the game needing a win in order to advance to the next round. But right from the get-go, the Norwegians took control of the game. In the 6th minute, Sophie Hogg found the back of the net to give Norway a 1-0 lead. Two more goals from the world number 12 squad followed suit, allowing them to hold a 3-0 lead by halftime. In the second half, Norway continued its onslaught as it kept on controlling the ball. In the 48th minute, Pinay Alicia Barker's defensive effort resulted in an own goal, hiking the disadvantage further to 4-0. The former champ scored one more goal before Hogg got another in extra time to complete the hat-trick. Final score, 6-0 for Norway. With the loss, the Filipinas' debut campaign in the Women's World Cup has come to an end.
We left it all out on the field, our blood, sweat, and tears. I'm so proud of them. We'll be back. Hopefully we come right back on this stage and win our second game. And then it keeps going, keeps pushing.
The Philippines ended its campaign at 4th place in Group A on the back of a 1-win, 2-loss record. Also eliminated is co-host New Zealand, whom the Filipinas defeated for their first ever World Cup win. Norway, meanwhile, advanced to the next round with Switzerland. Philippine team head coach Alen Stajic saw positives in the team's World Cup debut. He hopes that this will ignite programs at the grassroots level for football in the country.
But what it is the starting point of a new history, one where these players, I hope, inspired a new generation of young kids, boys and girls, to look at football in the way that we all do, the world game, the beautiful game, the one that can bring everyone together from all parts of the world. The perspective, I hope we planted the seeds of the future generations wanting to become footballers and national team players and do what these girls have done this week.
The Philippines will next see action at the Asian Games in China in September. They are in Group E along with South Korea, Hong Kong, and Myanmar.
One News Now will be back at 6 p.m. with the day's latest stories. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News.